Why are we loyal to Harley Davidson? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about why we are loyal to Harley Davidson. It is Easter Sunday. It is a glorious day. I thank the good Lord for the ability to be out riding a motorcycle. It's going to be a beautiful day. But I was just thinking about this, and obviously I try to create some evergreen content, but why are we loyal to Harley Davidson? What does the bar and shield really mean to us as people who ride Harley Davidsons? Now, a lot of people who watch the channel may not ride a Harley, and that's completely fine, but everybody who has been here knows that I'm a Harley loyalist and will continue to be a Harley loyalist. But I just got to thinking, why are we really loyal to the brand? Especially when people complain about changes all the time, and with the new 24 models, some people don't like them. They don't like the direction that Harley's going, and they're certainly entitled to their opinion by all means. If you've watched the channel before, you know I've talked about, when I started my YouTube channel or the Why Harley Davidson video, you know that I have often said that, my first motorcycle that I bought, which was a 2002 Honda Shadow 600, which was a great bike to learn on. I will certainly not regret the decision to buy the motorcycle. It's what got me riding. But it was a mistake. I've always wanted a Harley Davidson motorcycle. As a kid, just growing up in the 80s and seeing people ride Harleys, it's just an allure to it. So I knew that buying the Honda was not going to be what I would end up with in the future. And I attempted to turn that Honda into a Harley. I made it my Honda Davidson. Took off all the Honda markings, put on an exhaust, just did a bunch of stuff to it just so it wouldn't look like a Honda, because I didn't want it. But it's what I had, it's what I could afford at the time, and I made it work. And like I said, it taught me how to ride and start out my riding journey, so it served its purpose. And like I said, I don't regret it, but it's just not what I wanted. So if you think about why a lot of people are loyal to Harley Davidson, and you go back into the late 80s, early 90s, when you wanted a Harley Davidson motorcycle, you went to a dealership and ordered one, and they made it for you, and it took a long time to get. If you wanted one right now, you had the ability to buy a pre-owned one, but the demand level for Harley Davidson was at an enormous high. And people want that American iron. And yes, I know nowadays everything is not made in America. They are assembled here. But Harley Davidson has always been considered an American iron machine. And people wanted that. It was a status symbol for people to own a Harley Davidson. A lot of motorcycle clubs from their inception have had rules that you have to ride a Harley Davidson motorcycle. So that status of owning a Harley Davidson has always been a big thing. And I think that was for me when I first started and I had the Honda, was, it wasn't good enough. Me riding the Honda and being able to ride just wasn't the status that was in my head or portrayed in my head, because I didn't have a Harley Davidson. So if you think about Harley Davidson nowadays, and I certainly don't think when Bill Harley and Walter and Arthur Davidson started this company in a shed in 1903, I don't think, and I know they had aspirations of it, but I don't think they would have any idea as to how significant their company would be today. I mean, think about it. Harley Davidson is the 5th most recognized brand in the world. All right, and you've got some big names out there, but Harley Davidson is the 5th most recognized brand in the world. It is a brand. People go to Harley dealerships and buy clothing, and they don't ride. It is a brand, just like of a lot of other brands that are out there. So what does the bar and shield really mean? And I think from years ago when this motor company started and those guys were building these machines, they started to feel the freedom of riding, and other people started experiencing that, and it caught on like a disease, contagious growth. Lots of people wanted to ride. It was a great feeling. Even early on, the sense of danger on a motorcycle became a thing. So, you know, it draws people in to the senses that you get. And I think one of the biggest things, especially for me and just my opinion with things, is Harley Davidson really excites the soul. I love the fact that I own a Harley Davidson. It just is a great feeling. And the fact that I work in the Harley industry nowadays is super awesome as well. I mean, I work for the Bar and Shield, so my loyalty level is at a whole different arena than other people's. So Harley Davidson has become a significant symbol of freedom, and a lot of people, especially new riders coming into riding, new to motorcycling, come into the shop and really want that sense of freedom. That's what they're looking for, is they want the ability to feel completely free. Harley Davidson has become a symbol of inner peace, and only people who ride will understand that inner peace that you feel when you ride. Now, you can feel that inner peace on any motorcycle, don't get me wrong. And if you don't ride a Harley, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just talking about why we are loyal to Harley. And that inner peace feeling of getting wind therapy is amazing. And to me, it's even more amazing when you do it on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I think for me, a big thing too is Harley Davidson is a symbol of Americana. And yeah, I live a biker life, so it's on my thought process. I mean, car guys might, you know, think Ford or Chevy is Americana, and it's not wrong. Just I live in a different realm than other people do, and I think Harley really is a symbol of Americana. I mean, when you think about motorcycles, most people will automatically associate a motorcycle with Harley Davidson. There's Americana there. There's nothing more Americana than black and chrome. There's nothing more Americana in my lifestyle to ride your Harley Davidson to the tattoo shop. It is just a symbolism of American culture. I have a customer at the shop who has literally bought several Harley Davidson motorcycles and is of a Asian culture, and obviously he lives here, he's a citizen, but that's his thing. When you talk to him, he was like, this is American, and this is what people want. Even in foreign countries, I went to Japan, they do sell Harley Davidson motorcycles, and they're obviously not the dominant market like they are here. They're not the preferred motorcycle like they are here, but they do sell them, and there is an allure to the Harley Davidson culture even across the globe. I think Harley Davidson is also a symbol of the bad boy. When you think about, you know, like motorcycle clubs, when motorcycling became an issue, even in the early days of Harley Davidson, you know, they came out with the idea of having motorcycle clubs and social gatherings and mixers, and people just naturally gravitated towards having fun and, you know, having some shenanigan time on motorcycles. And it has developed that label of the bad boy. And like I've talked about in previous videos, People go buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle because, you know, they work a suit and tie job 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and the weekends they want to be somebody different. So that's what they look towards. But, you know, like I said earlier in this video, look at motorcycle clubs. How many of them have a rule in their charter about you have to own a Harley Davidson motorcycle? So you can't help but put the label of, you know, bad boy in association with why we're loyal to Harley. I'm on a lot of social media platforms and I look at a lot of motorcycle stuff, and I see a lot of people complain about things that, you know, Harley Davidson is doing, changes obviously here for 24, why they've done this or why they've done that. And with all these changes or all these complaints, why are we still loyal to the Harley Davidson brand? That is an amazing question when you look at how much complaining people do. And I've had conversations with people who complain about this or that, or like the 24 models, for example. A lot of people really like it. They like the way that, you know, Harley's done those motorcycles, and they've done a fantastic job with their improvements for this year. But a lot of people just simply don't like it, and they complain about it. And I like to ask people, do you still ride a Harley Davidson motorcycle? Well, yeah, of course. Well, there you go. There's your response to it. So I don't think it really honestly matters if you own a Harley Davidson or any other type of brand of vehicle. You know, the company that's making that product is always going to do things to change and do things different. You got to stay current and fresh in the marketplace, and I think a lot of times, you know, people just don't like that change, and that is an issue. So people still stay loyal to the brand even though they complain about changes all the time. So if you were to ask me, hey, with all these changes going on and things being different, and, you know, knowing about certain issues within, you know, the motorcycle world, why do you still stay loyal to Harley Davidson? And I have two very simple chef answers for you. Number one, they're still badass. I love Harley Davidson motorcycles. They're 100% sexy, and I just absolutely love Harley Davidson. I'm a brand loyalist. If Indian Motorcycle were to email me today and say, we'll give you a brand new motorcycle if you will ride it and do video content on the Indian, I would simply not take them up on their offer. I just can't do it. That's how strongly convicted I am with Harley Davidson. Number two, chef answer to this question is Harley Davidson simply makes good shit. Plain and simple. Look at all the aftermarket parts that are out there. You know, you can go buy an engine guard, for example, for a Harley Davidson motorcycle at the dealership. Nowadays, you can also go to Amazon and you can buy the same thing, and it's a fraction of the price. But so is the quality. And there are just some things that I don't buy for my motorcycle outside of Harley Davidson. I do a lot of research in thinking about things that I will buy, like my Thrashin T-bar setup. It took me a while to make that decision, but I know Thrashin makes high quality products, so I put it on my motorcycle. So they make good stuff. Harley Davidson's design across the board, my opinion, smokes all the other manufacturers. There's just so many things that Harley Davidson does with their motorcycles. I mean, for me, I'm a big one with lines on the motorcycle. I've said it before, I don't like the pre-Rushmore Road Glide fairing. I don't like the style of the fairing, that rounded look. I would have, if Harley Davidson has continued to make the Road Glide the way that it was, I wouldn't have bought a Road Glide. When they came out with the Rushmore era Road Glide in 2015 with the nice, crisp, sharp lines, that really does it for me. I'm about lines. Now, I do like the lines on the new 24 motorcycles, something that sticks out. So their design is far superior. There's a lot of things that, I mean, I've bought Harley Davidson boots. I've worn a pair of those for I don't know how many years, and gloves. So, you know, I've always been experienced to that. But motorcycle stuff specifically, Harley Davidson makes good things. Like I said, it's my opinion. People could have a differing one. So when you think about Harley Davidson making good stuff and their design is the best, Harley Davidson has multiple motorcycles across their family of motorcycles that will fit every single rider. Okay? There are just different styles, sizes, weights, seat heights. You know, you have normal road motorcycles and you have the Pan America, you have Adventure Touring. Harley Davidson is branching off so that they can make their customers happy. The big thing with Harley Davidson, and I talk about this all the time, is the ability to customize your motorcycle is far and above all other manufacturers out there. You can go search anywhere in the motorcycle world and you'll find stuff for Harley Davidson. And even like you still have availability of parts for motorcycles from years and years and years ago because people have them. So the ability to customize it, make it an individual thing with you is, like I said, far superior to other manufacturers that are out there. So when you look at being loyal to Harley Davidson, and like I said, this is just my conversation with you guys and what my opinion is, but when you look at the loyalty, there are several reasons. I'm sure I haven't thought of something that you have in your mind. So if I haven't, please leave a comment down below and share why you are loyal to Harley Davidson. All you folks that are not loyal to Harley Davidson, we don't need to hear from you because that's not the point of the video. And I know some people aren't, and it is what it is, and I'm perfectly okay with that. You know, if you ride, you ride. That's the whole important thing to me. But like I said, I'm a Harley loyalist. I just wanted to talk about that. I was thinking about that a lot lately, and I wanted to put it out there, ask for your feedback. If you like today's content, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Help the channel grow. As always, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me for a few minutes. I know your time is extremely valuable, and I do not discount that thought process at all. Until next time, guys, ride safe, enjoy your life. We only get one, no test ride. Thank those that allow us to be out riding free. Until next time, we'll catch you later.